How y'all doing? Hope everything is well. Everything is good with me. Okay, today y'all we're gonna talk serious. Like, it was a situation today that I seen and I want to talk about it. It's domestic violence. Okay. A young lady in my building, she goes with this guy. I don't know what the hell is going on, but I know I seen her in a couple of situations where this guy is going to he's going to hurt her really bad. So the day before yesterday, was it? Yeah, day before yesterday, I was cleaning up my house. So I'm sweeping. When I sweep out the door, by the door and all that stuff there. So I had my door like halfway open. So I heard some like struggling inside the hallway, and our building is really secure. It's secure, and I don't usually hear that. You know what I'm saying? Nowhere is safe or whatever like that. But in this building here, they have so much security. Like they have a lot of cameras. Let's say that we have security, but it's outside. But we have a lot of cameras in here, and I don't understand why this security guard did not call the police, because he has access to every camera in this whole development. You know what I'm saying? He can see anything you do. You can go in the hallway and touch your neck, and he can see everything you do to scratch your butt, whatever. He can see it, okay? So anyway, I heard a little scuffle that was in the hallway part, where the staircase at. So I was like, what the hell is that? Like I got kind of nervous, right? So it just kept on, kept on, kept on. So I was like, yo, what the hell is that, right? So my husband came and he was like, excuse me, my eyes be watering. My husband was like, yo, close the door. And I'm like, no, like I'm cleaning up or whatever. So happened, the door just bust open, boom, right? So I was like, oh snap. So the girl, she came booking, like running. And her face, oh my God, y'all, her face, I don't know if it was, you know, or what, but it was messed up. Like he must have been hitting her to her face, right? So I didn't see him yet, because remember, she bust through the door. She tried to break free, like she broke free. She did break free. So now he comes, y'all. Bro had on, this ninja had on no shoes, no socks, no pants, no shirt. He had on brown, dirty underwear. Yes, he did. So when he seen me like standing there, like I'm not supposed to be standing by my door, he gave me that the mean look, like, what the hell you looking at? But he ain't say that. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't say that. You know what I'm saying? Because bro, let me tell you, he was like 100 pounds soaking wet, and homegirl is a good weight. Like she's pretty. Not, she's decent. She's a decent weight. You know what I'm saying? She's a decent weight. Like it really sad that with domestic violence, some people feel like they can't get out of it. But you know what I'm saying? I don't promote no violence or anything like that towards anybody, but I'm saying he a buck, like for real, and she just won't fight back. You know what I'm saying? That's not the first time I seen this young lady in this situation. I came downstairs one time. I'm sorry. Yes, I was coming out of my building, and she was on. I don't know, my eyes keep watering, y'all. Excuse me. She was on. She was on my stoop, and she was holding her head, like, so I was like, oh my God, my dear, come here, my dear. And I just, like a mother, like I'm a mom, you know what I'm saying? So I had grabbed her, and it was like, come here, because I want to make sure she good, right? So she's crying, and I'm like, oh my goodness, like this is crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like this, so I seen this before. So as I was like you know comforting her, he was standing in the back by the wall. So he said, she good to me, right? So I turned around and said, I'm not talking to you, bro. Like I'm not talking to you, bro. Like, for real, I'm not talking to you. So I went back to her because she's a female. So I said, Mama, you know, like, you gotta get some help. So he said, I said she good. So I turned around and said, yo, bro, like, for real though, I'm not talking to you, like, for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these some new people. Like, I don't know you like that. I don't know you. You don't know me like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't know nothing about me. So I feel like, you know, like him saying something to me is crazy because you don't know me like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, I'm not her. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're a buck, bro. You're a buck. You know what I'm saying? You are a buck soaking wet. Like, for real. Like, you don't even know what I was thinking. Like, bro, I hit you one time, like, and it's over. Like, for real. I'm not saying I'm tough or anything like that, but let me just explain to y'all. When I was years ago, before I got married, I was in a relationship with somebody, and y'all, when I say domestic violence, I was the billboard of domestic violence. Yeah. Years ago, I never been like this. Like, for real. My heart is so big now. My heart is so big. I work with seniors. I do so much. Like I told y'all before, I gave out food. I do a lot. I do for my community. I deal with the mayor's office and a whole lot of things that I do deal with. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot for my community and others. So anyway, back to my situation with me. So I had met this guy. He's like tall, dark, and handsome, I thought. Yeah. Don't judge a book by its cover. So anyway, I got into the relationship, and the relationship was crazy. Like, from the beginning, it was okay. But down the line, I made the wrong decision by this guy getting upset with me, and he struck me. You know what I'm saying? He struck me, and I didn't do anything. You know, it was crazy because I'm not like, everybody knows me. They like, yo, she is like the happiest, funniest girl. Like, I always make people laugh. That's what I do. I make people laugh. You know what I'm saying? I make people laugh, and all that was gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that was gone because of this freaking guy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying this to say domestic violence is so serious, and I really want people to know there is help out there. But I'm just gonna tell you my situation, like, for real. Like, this is so sad. Like, it's sad that I look back on it and say, I can't believe that I allowed this to happen. Because I really did. I allowed this to happen. I did. I did. I'm taking responsibility for this because I allowed this to happen. People say that the woman take the blame. It is a blame on my part. You know what I'm saying? Because I could have stopped that. I could really stopped that. I could have stopped it. You know what I'm saying? It took something very, very bad for me to stop this. But anyway, bro was like beating me like so bad, y'all. Like, he had me so messed up to where I used to walk on my head down. And I used to have friends, like a lot of friends. When I say a lot of friends, on Fridays and Saturdays, it was over. We going out, you know what I'm saying? We going out. We go to the club. We chill. You know what I'm saying? I never drink. So, you know, all I did was, I'm not going to lie to y'all. People like, yo, where P at? On the dance floor. Yo, that's all I want to do is dance. When I get to the club, I want to dance. I just want to dance. I be sweating shit. I just want to dance and shit, right? And my friends, they really wanted me to go because, like, I meet dudes there, and, like, I had mad drinks. Like, I swear to God, y'all, my whole table was full of drinks. That guys done bought me drinks and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So my friends was like, they was, like, feeding over that, like, for real. For real, like, I'm saying it, yeah, they was feeding off that. We never had to buy no drinks, ever, right? So, that's what kind of person I was. I was the type of person that would go out and have a good time until I met this 6'3" guy here. And, he just started beating on me. And my friends, I had to turn my back on my friends, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would literally walk past my friends with this guy with my head down. like this, and my friends be calling my name like, yo, P, what the hell is up? Like, P, yo, P, like, they ain't scared. Like, they like, yo, P, you know, nothing. I was just like, I'm shook. I'm shook. Like, I'm shook for real. Like, it's crazy, right? That I even allow myself to get in this position. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, for real, y'all. I didn't know how to get out of it, because it's this. It's a lot of people say, why don't you just leave? It's not that easy, because if you live there all your life, you know what I'm saying? If you live someplace all your life, you have children, you know what I'm saying? Even if you by yourself, if you have children and you live there all your life, it's not easy to just up and just go somewhere. Where you going? Like, where was I going? Like, you know, I didn't know what to do, right? So it got so crazy to where I worked in the school system, right? And I had me and three people. hmm We made up this here thing where it was like, it's called Parents Task Force. I used to be a parent in a school that would help children that was in special ed, because I'm not saying all, some teachers, when they do special ed, they label children, you know, which is not right. You should never label a child. So I was there for them, because some of the kids were so out of control to where they would call the police on them, and I didn't like that. So we made this task force up where, you know, if this kid is acting crazy, whatever like that, there anyway, I would go get them. They would come with me. You know what I'm saying? And they would bring their books or whatever like that and do their work with me. We had a classroom, and they would, if they had a problem, they would come to me. You know what I'm saying? They was very comfortable with me. You know, these kids that, you know, I lived in an area, and so I knew the kids and everything. Plus, if children would be absent like 2 days straight or whatever like that, we would go to their home and find out like what the deal is, you know what I'm saying? Because some parents, you know, may not have the money to wash their clothes, so they had nothing to go to school, or it just could have been anything. So we would go there and we would get the kid and bring the kid to school. You know, we had the parents' permission, you know what I'm saying? Because listen, we task force is what we do. So anyway, I did this for a couple of years. So I was getting an award. Ceremony was coming up for me and the group that had made this here task force. And I was so happy, y'all. I was so happy. And he told me, he was like, you're not going. I'm like, bro, like, I'm getting an award, something that I achieved. I want my award. And he was like, you're not going. It was crazy, y'all. So I was like, I'm going. I don't care. Even though he was doing what he was doing to me, I'm like, I am going. I'm going. So that day, I had got dressed. Yeah, so he really never seen me dressed like that. So I was fly. So, because, listen, I'm getting an award, so I wanted to look nice, you know, whatever. And we got into a fight. Like, well, it wasn't a fight because he was the only one that was hitting, not me. I was just like a fool, like standing there. Anyway, I got so scared to where I lived in a private house, right? So in our private house, we had a fire escape, right? So I jumped on the fire escape. This is crazy, y'all. I jumped on the fire escape, went down the fire escape, went into my raggedy behind backyard. You know, that's my landlord backyard, but the backyard wasn't decent. And mind you, I live, like where I lived at, my aunt lived around the corner. So that's what I'm trying to get to, my aunt. So now I gotta go. So the neighbor next door saw me and he was like, yo, P, what's up? So he already knew, oh, this damn crazy guy is doing it again to her. So I jumped the fence, y'all. I climbed the fence, y'all. Jumped over to the neighbor yard. I had to go to like 10. I'm gonna be real, like 10 gates, y'all. Jumping over. because I was scared. I was scared, and I needed to get away from this guy. So me jumping over these gates, I had on a skirt. You know what I'm saying? I had on a skirt, like, for real. And some of the gates had, like, you know, the pointy things up. My whole bottom was toe up. When I say toe up, because I was panicking. I was just like I don't know how I did some shit like that there, because I was small then. I was like 120 pounds, 110 pounds, so I could just, you know, do it. But it was crazy for anyone to have to go through this here. So I finally get to my last leg, you know what I'm saying? But I forgot that on that corner there is a tire shop. It was like a yard where they fix cars at, and he had like 3 pit bulls. Yeah, he had 3 pit bulls inside there. And listen, that was my last leg. It wasn't nowhere for me to go unless I go to somebody's, you know, door and be banging. I don't even know who door that is. I wasn't trying to do all that. I need to get over this fence, y'all. And I'm so winded, and when your adrenaline is pumping, like, I really did not care about these dogs, like, for real. I did not. I climbed the fence. That last fence, I made it. And when I fell on top of a car, because I told you they fix cars in there. So when I fell on top of the car, the dogs was like, what? You know, they was like, what the? So the dogs, like, came to me like, yo, what up? Like, and I was like, oh my God. But I was so winded and tired. I was tired because I can't believe I even did this. I wasn't even thinking about that for y'all. So I'm just laying there because I done jumped so many fence, and it felt like when I fell on top of the car, it felt like a bed. Like, oh. So the dogs is over me. They over me, just looking at me like, yo, you good? Like for real. Like, so the dude that owned the place, he came over because he wanted to know what's up with the dogs, what's going on. So he came over. He was like, oh my God. He was like, oh my God, P. Like, what the hell? I said, just give me some of my own house. Give me some of my own house. So he picked me up. He literally carried me. He was like, you're full of blood. Like, you're full of blood. Come on. He took me and he put me in his car. Now, mind you, we only have to go like around the corner, but he couldn't walk me because I didn't even know how damaged I was, because from jumping the fences, I got tore up. So he took me to my aunt's house, right? So when I got there, everybody was sleeping because it was in the morning. I had to, you know, I was going to the ceremony that they was giving for us. So when I got there, my uncle was up and my aunt was up. So they was like, yo, what happened? So I was like, Rich, you know, So I was like, yo, Dick did it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say Dick, y'all. Y'all know what Dick means. I said, Dick tried to kill me. Like, he tried to kill me. You know, so my uncle was tight. He was just like, what? So now he going through the house. They live on the brownstone. He going through the house. Everybody get up. See, I'm like, just chill. He said, nah, this is crazy. Oh my God, look at you. You full of blood and all this other extra stuff, right? So now I'm like, oh my God. So all my little cousins, they came down. They was young, you know what I'm saying? But they from the streets, you know what I'm saying? So they was like, yo, what up, Auntie, what the hell, Auntie, what? So I explained to them, and they was like, yo, oh my God, we going to get him. I'm like, no. So now everybody's up. So we on the stoop. Why he drive? This fool drove back. He drove to my aunt's, and we was sitting on the stoop. Like I said, we sitting on the stoop because I'm thinking, like, you know, like I don't know what I was doing. So they want to go do something. I'm like, yo, just chill, right? So he got out the car and ran after me, like, for real. So I got up and ran in the doorway, through the door. He came through the door. So now everybody got him. So they got him on the ground. You already know what the date was up, right? So I'm like, no, please, not here, no, please, right? So I'm begging on his behalf, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't trying to let my nephews and them like go down for no for this guy because he crazy, right? So they let him go, right? They let him go. So now we went back on a stoop, right? So the sister, he had a twin sister. Yeah, I'm talking about you, bro. Yeah, because I ain't that girl no more. So his twin sister and his baby mama. I didn't even know about no baby mama. Crazy, y'all. So she jumps out. And they came towards the stoop, up the stoop. And that was a bad idea. What you doing right now? So now all my family done snatched them two in the house. Okay? So we got them in the room. And I'm like, so he came back. So we said, yeah, we got him. We got them in the house. Like, we got them. And, like, we was just, wasn't going to, like, hurt them. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, yo, let my sister go and my baby mama, like, whatever. Like, I'm like, bro, like, nah. So now he's really, like, trying to act wild, and it wasn't a good idea. We're like, dude, it's not a good idea. You better go ahead. So now, mind you that. We got them in the house. So we finally let them go. We let them know, like, it is what it is. Get up out of here. So now, okay, that day went by. So I called the police. Yeah, no, I'm lying. I did not call the police. My family called the police because I wasn't on that. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't on the police type thing because I was scared of him. So, okay, I need to go back home. Oh, let me tell y'all the crazy part. He lived upstairs above me. So I ain't had no win. Okay, so anyway, let me just tell you this here. So I went back home and I'm gonna skip some so we can get to what snapped me out of it. So when I went back home, we still got into it. So where I worked in Bay Ridge, you know what I'm saying? I worked in Bay Ridge, and he had came to my job, and he had bought some flowers and a ring. The flowers was in the ring. So he had them delivered to my job. So my boss was like, yo, bro, look. So he said, what you grabbing for? Yeah, I was grabbing for it. I was grabbing for the flower with the ring, y'all. My dumb behind, right? Stupid, just plain silly, y'all. And I didn't get it, you know what I'm saying? And I literally put the ring on. I put the ring on. So now, y'all, I had met somebody with my job in Bay Ridge, and he was so nice. I've never had nobody treat me like this here, because it feels like I always did, but it felt like I didn't because I was with him, and it was just horrible. So, dude was nice to me, and on the side, I ain't gonna lie, I was seeing him, but I wasn't, doing nothing inappropriate with him. You know what I'm saying? Just talking. Oh, he had my job, though. I never went nowhere with him, not like that. He used to come by my job with his friend, and, I make fish tanks, so they was just like, acting like they was, buying something. But they was big road. They was balling. So I had told him the situation that I was in, and I was like, yo, I can't see you because this guy is crazy, whatever, like this here. So he was like, all right, yo, whatever. This is crazy. Like, you want me to do something? I was like, no. So anyway, I had went back home, and I'm skipping y'all because I'm not going to tell y'all everything because it was so bad. It just was so bad. So I was home, and me and him was laying down in the bed. So now I'm feeling myself because I met somebody and I liked them. And I really, besides me hating him before, wait, y'all, I'm skipping. Y'all wait for the bad part. I'm going to go back to that part real quick. I had got pregnant. I had got pregnant. And I had told him, I said, I'm pregnant. So I see his face, and it was okay with him. He would rub my tummy, all of that, until one day, because I told you he had me shook, y'all. He had me shook. When I say he had me shook, I can look back now and was like, what the hell was wrong with me? What is wrong with you, girl? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I had made him something to eat, so he the type of guy. I had to bring him his food. He had me like that, y'all. I'm bringing this guy his food. So he was eating in my leather chair. I pay my money for. I work hard for. He's sitting in my leather chair, sitting back in his food. So he said, "Come here." So I came. He was like, "Yo, you pregnant, right?" Like, I don't even know why he asked me that when he be rubbing my tummy and all this extra shit, right? So he was like, I don't think I'm ready for another kid. So I was like, "What you mean, bro? Like, the baby is kicking me. Like, you wait to now to say you ain't ready for no baby." So I'm confused. And I was like, I don't know what, bro, like, I don't know what you want me to do. He said, "I know what I'm gonna do." Boom! Yo, he hit me in my stomach so hard. When I looked down, it was over. He was like, "Okay, there it is." So, so now I had to call the cops because I had to call the cops. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna decline that. Yeah, so I had to call the cops because it was bad. I'm bleeding, and thank God my son wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? I was bleeding, and I was like, "Yo, he just killed my baby." Like, so the police came, and this fool goes in the room and laying down on the bed. He's laying down on the bed. So when he got up, when they fought, yo, no lie, to get this guy up was crazy. These police was tearing my room up. This guy just was crazy. I'm telling you, this guy was crazy. He was crazier than I thought he was. So the police could not believe it. So I'm standing there. No, I'm standing. No, I'm sitting on my couch, and I had my head down like this. You know what I'm saying? So now they calling the ambulance. So the cop, I never forget. The police picked my head up. He said, "Don't ever hold your head down. Pick your head up." So I picked my head up, and I was just like, I need the ambulance because this is crazy, right? So anyway, we get there. So now, mind you, no, wait for it, y'all. So now they have him handcuffed. So I'm standing up by my chair, and as they bringing him out the bedroom, oh my God, y'all. I'm smiling right now because I just can't believe this is something that I was going through. He drop kicked me with the handcuffs on, y'all. Straight drop kicked me. I could not believe this. He straight drop kicked me with the handcuffs on me. Like, for real, this guy hated me. Like, he just hated me. Like, anyway, so they got him down in the car finally. So whatever was going on outside, I'm upstairs with the other cop taking a statement, whatever. So the other cops came running upstairs, right? So they was like, "Yo, come downstairs." This guy wilded. They couldn't even get in the car, y'all. They could not get into the police car. They had to call for backup. Like, for real. They had to put him in a truck because this guy was literally, I don't know what he was doing in the car, but they car was going like this. It was shaking left to right. So I was like, "Oh my goodness, this is crazy." Okay, so we're gonna skip that. So now, okay, he gets arrested for what he did, but mind you, he live upstairs. So he gets out. I'm still living downstairs. So now he's torturing me. He's walking back and forwards. I can hear him walking back and forwards. And he had took some water. And I don't know how he did that. Like, the way this house is made, it was horrible. So where my bed was at in my bedroom, I had a beautiful bedroom. When I say my bedroom was beautiful, my bed was beautiful. You know, I had canopy, everything. You look at that room, you look at paradise, like, for real. But anyway, it was a paradise when he got finished with it. Because when he would pour the water, it was coming down on my bed while I was in the bed. What the? Are you freaking kidding? Like, this guy just was tripping, right? So anyway, so we're going to go past that. So now, this is the last straw. He got back in. Yeah. It was a no. I couldn't keep him out, y'all, because the house that I lived in, it was, it wasn't secure. It was secure to get in. You couldn't get in or get out. You had to have a key to get in and get out. So he gets back in there. So he comes downstairs and he's with me. And now I'm feeling some type of way because like I said, I met the guy from Bay Ridge and I'm feeling myself. And as he was laying there, he said something. I can't remember, but whatever it was, I heckled. I was like, and said something. He could not believe it. He could not believe I said something. Because I never say anything, y'all. I never say anything. I just was just a dummy, right? So he turned around and he took me and he was choking me, y'all. Like he was choking me. And this was the day I was going to die. I was literally going to pass away that day. Like for real. I swear to God on my life. I banged on the wall. That's my son's room. And my son was young. He was about 8. My son got up and seen this. Because I had no choice but to bang on my son's room because my tongue hanging out my mouth. I felt my body leaving me. So when my son came out, my son was like, get off my mother. Right? So my son, I don't know because I was fading, y'all. I was going down. I was fading, y'all. I was fading. So my son, must have did something and knifed him. Right? So he was like, what? He turned around to my son. It's over. God gave me Hercules, y'all. I told you he is 6'3", 260, 80, something like that there. He went to grab for my son. Lord, help me. I took my arm around his neck. I was like, you ain't even trying to do this. I said to my son, run and call the cops. Go to auntie house and call the cops. So my son, he did what I told him to do. But mind you, I don't know how in the hell did I yoke this guy up. I'm like, who gave me this strength? I've never hit him. Ever hit him. So I got him in the, in the chokehold real good now. Because listen, you playing with my kid right now. So God just gave me all the strength in the world to protect my child. You know what I'm saying? It took that. It took that for me to understand, like, no more. So this guy just flips me or whatever. So the police came and he got out. He went to jail for some time. Not a long time, y'all. Sometimes a day was good enough for me. You feel me? But he was gone for like 2 months. So I'm gonna just tell y'all last part. He was no longer allowed to come to the house at all, living upstairs or not. He was no longer allowed to come to the house. You know what I'm saying? So now he had his car. So he got a sports car. So when you have a sports car, it goes back and it goes front. It goes back and it goes front because it's a sports car. It's a car. It does that. It backs first before it goes. So anyway, I'm in the house by myself. So now I was cleaning up and I happen to look out the window while his car is parked across the street. So now I had to make a decision. I had to make a decision. To die in the house or to die outside. To die in the house or die outside. So my thing was, I'm not going to pass away in my house. I'm going outside. Okay, I'm going outside. It is what it is. So I get outside. Boom! I took off. And he couldn't catch me because I ran for Colgate, y'all, for years. I had chosen everything. So he could not catch me. He tried. He got out the car, he tried. So he was staying behind me. Stop running. stop running. I promise you, I'm not going to hurt you. I promise you. All I want is my ring. So, y'all believe it. That's abused person. Abused person is not strong. So I literally stopped. And stopped running. But the ring I did not have on me. You know what I'm saying? This ring was like upstairs or whatever. So he was like, just give me my ring and I'm gonna bounce. My dumb behind. Let him upstairs. When I got upstairs, we stepped through the door. He pulled out a pow-pow. And he said, I'm going to X you. And I was like, oh my God. I said, Dick, let me go and get your ring and you can go. He was like, no. So now I'm scared. I'm scared. So now I'm saying all kinds of stuff to him. You know, I love you, baby. I'm trying to hold him. I'm caressing him. I'm doing anything I can do so he won't pow me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, it got crazy. So now, I'm laughing, y'all, because I can't believe I did this. So now, I hear the police. I had forgot that all my neighbors, I've been there for years, all my life. They was warned if they see his car to call 911. So now we hear nothing but police. Bro ran. He said, you call the cops? How the hell I call the cops and you got me, you know, with pow here? So he ran up to his apartment and just was up there. So now I don't know what to do. Right? So I'm like, did he just run? This is what I'm saying in my mind. Did he just run? No. I goes upstairs behind him. And I was like, listen, won't you just go outside and give yourself up? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want them to bust the door down and, you know, pow you. So he was literally in the corner, y'all, shaking. I was like, is he shaking? This punk is shaking? Like, for real? So now I felt different. I was like, what? So I was like, yo, get up. Yo, I swear to God, I just was like, my whole, when I seen him shaking, I've never seen him do this. He was literally shaking, y'all. So I was like, yo, get up and go up. He said, what you gonna tell him? Bro, just get the hell up out of here. Just go. You're gonna have to face it when you get outside for, you know what I'm saying? You got a whole, he said, are you gonna tell him I have the gun? I was like, no, I just need you to leave and don't ever come back here again. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't come back here ever again. So he goes downstairs, and I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I did not tell him he had a gun, because they probably would have popped out him, because they already know him. So they know they would have had to, because he is very, very strong. What I thought. So anyway, they had came and they took him again. So now y'all check this out. My friend, when I told y'all met in Bay Ridge, he came over, and as we was walking, he pulled up and he jumped out, and I was like, and I ran. So my friend was like, yo, what you doing? Stop running. Like, come here. So I'm like, I stopped at my, you know, it was my normal thing. Run. You know what I'm saying? Just run. So I stopped, and he said, come here. Come here. So I came to him, and he was like, he ain't gonna do nothing to you. He ain't gonna do nothing to you. He's not doing anything to you. What's up, bro? So he's telling me, yo, P, come here. And I'm like, He said, for real? Yo, come here. He said, bro. She said, no. Get the hell out of here. Now, mind you, he is 6'3". Dude I was with was like 5'7". 5'8". He listened to him and got the hell out of there. I was like, what? You better fight him because you fight me all the time. Like, what? Y'all, he got in that car. I ain't seen him since. I just seen him once on the train. But I couldn't believe it, y'all. This guy was a straight punk. And that's what I'm saying. My point is telling you this story to people that's being abused. You have to understand, a person is, long as you keep letting them abuse you, they will. You understand? That was me allowing this man to put his hands on me. What I could have had stopped that from day one. Like, for real. I could have stopped it from day one. Because I was living that type of life to where I really could have stopped that. Like, I literally liked him. I liked him, so I don't know what happened. Something just in me brought me to where I was like a puppy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went from a straight, like, hanging out girl to a puppy. Like, for real. And he was just, like, with a leash, just taking me for walks and stuff like that. It's horrible. And when you in this situation, you have to understand, if you have to, I know it's hard where, you may be your apartment and you say, well, I'm not leaving my home. You may have to, for that moment, you know what I'm saying? Understand what I'm saying? And get away. It's a hotline that you can call, that I called the hotline. I got the hotline when I was going to work, because the hotline was on the train. It had it on the train. The things you read right here, and it was right there. If you're being abused, call this number. I called the number. I hung up on him because I was scared. You know what I'm saying? But you cannot be scared. And like, I'm bringing this up because day before yesterday, it like almost like traumatized me getting to see this young lady getting beat like this, and I was there. I know what she's going through. He's gonna say all types of things. I do this, you don't do anything, and that's the crazy part. I work every day. I pay my own rent, my own light, my own gas. So I don't even he has never bought me anything. Anything. When I say nothing, he was too busy beating me to buy me anything. For real. The only thing he bought me was that day was those flowers, because he almost, X'd me. And my dumb behind takes it and takes the ring. My boss was like, oh my goodness, this is just ridiculous. But you have to be strong and understand that it's a lot of this going on. And if you watch the news, you see that, I don't know what drives people to hurt the whole family. They hurt the family and they self too. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have to end it the first time it happened. Because if you linger it on, this person becomes used to hurting you. Like, for real. They be so used to hurting you. That's their life. So it's even easier for them to X you and their self, because they've been doing it so long to you. You understand what I'm saying? They doing it so long to you. So long. They've been doing it so long that they can't live without doing this to you. And my thing is, like I was saying, domestic violence, you have to stop it from the beginning. It doesn't matter how big he is, how small he is. And like I said, even if you have to call the hotline, or, a lot of people don't want to go to their friend's house because they don't want to be embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? Because it's very, very embarrassing to see yourself change from a happy person to a puppy. Literally a puppy. An abused puppy. You become an abused puppy. And that happened to me. And it is what's really bad about it is that I have children, and He never did this in front of my kids, thank God. Thank God he never did this in front of my kids. I made sure, that he didn't do it in front of my kids, and actually he did not do it in front of my children, you know. And he was never, I should have never let him in my life at all, you know. I was looking at his looks, tall. Oh, let me just say this here, y'all. So now I'm so abused that I had to go to, it's a place downtown Brooklyn. Yeah, yeah. That you got to go to, like a domestic type stuff when somebody do that to you. And when I got there, they had to take me in this room, right? And they say you are so lucky. And I was like, yeah. So when they had did that, they pulled out a folder, y'all. It was this thick of his record. He hit his baby mom in the head with a hammer. Mm-hmm. So my thing is, if you're in this type of situation, talk to one of your friends, make a phone call, go away just for a little while. You're not going away for a long time. You understand? You understand what I'm saying? Go away from it. If somebody put their hands on you, stop it the first time. Like, for real. Stop it the first time. That you don't want, that'll cut it to where that person is not used to hitting you. You understand what I'm saying to you? Because you addressed it the first time it happened, and I did not do that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do that. But now, like today, it made me different. You know what I'm saying? I'm a whole different person today. Like, I am totally, totally, totally different. Like, for real. I told y'all before, I have new subscribers that I lost 3 sons. So, I am totally different. Like, for real. Like, my temper is a little more, sharper. And I'm not saying I ain't scared enough or nothing like that. But, when you go through what I went through, it makes you harder. You know what I'm saying? It makes me, like, harder. I was always the sweet girl, like, I'm sweet now, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get it that wrong. But I was just saying, like, I just see things a little different. And I react a little different. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when I seen this young lady getting beat the other day, and homeboy looked at me, like, he had that look at me, like, he had that, mind your business there. And I was like, yo, I'm not her. I will, boy, you 100 pounds. I will hit you so hard underneath. You got no clothes on, bro. So I could see exactly where the pale you at. Like, are you crazy? Are you crazy? Just like, boom, bro. Like, what is you doing? And he seen it. No, he seen it. When he looked at me, I was like, he looked real quick. And let me tell you something. I didn't hear any more noise. Because that's the second, like I told you, that's the second time I see this dude beating on this girl. And I'm like, I don't want to get involved in their relationship, because I don't know who apartment it is. I don't know if it's his apartment. I don't know if it's her apartment. Because there's no way. You should like to see this guy. This guy is 100 pounds soaking wet, y'all. And this girl is a nice looking girl, and that's his problem. He is so jealous of her that he's abusing her in this manner. You understand what I'm saying? He's abusing her. He done came and turned the TV on and loud. So I wanted to bring awareness to domestic violence, because every time I turn around, I'm on the news. Yeah, every time I turn around, it's on the news that somebody, hurt the children and the mom, and he did it. So You know, it's really, really sad because you don't know what's going on in other people's homes. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say my heart is a little different than it is now. That's why I volunteer my time, you know, being that, you know, I'm retired from, you know, at your age now. I'm retired, so I'm tired. So I want to help other people. And I'm telling y'all right now, in my area, I'm telling you, everybody know me. Everybody know me. Everybody comes to me. You know, I really go all out to help my peoples here. You know what I'm saying? And it don't matter what your ethnic or anything. You know, black, white, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Chinese. Oh my God, Chinese lady told me the other day. I was in the senior home. Yeah, I go to the senior center, y'all. Yes, I do. So I'm in there, and we was doing exercise or whatever, right? So she had some cookies, right? So, and I said, "Oh, it's New Year's. It's Chinese New Year's. Happy New Year's to you." She hugged me and she kissed me right here. She said, "I love you for all the things you do for this area." I was like, oh, and I want to say something else. I'm gonna leave after this. I know I've been on here too damn long, y'all, talking, running my mouth. But I want to talk to y'all. So let me just say this here. One of my subscribers said something to me yesterday that touched my heart. Yes, that touched my heart. I'm gonna get their name. Hold on. Yeah, my subscriber. I don't know if that's their real name or whatever like that. It was Pimp Papa or whatever. They said to me, besides Eddie Murphy, you're very funny. You're very funny. And they had gave me an idea that was brilliant. I was like, wait. Now everybody tells me this. They was like, yo, but like you funny, like you funny, you just a funny person. Like I told you, I like to make people happy. I like to make people laugh. And and the person Pimp Papa, you know who I'm talking about. I appreciate what you said. And what you said to me, I think I'm gonna do that. So y'all can look and see what Pimp Papa said in the comments. It touched me. I appreciate you, Pimp Papa. Like that was so. It made me smile, and I was like, for real. Like so many people say that to me, but you said something else that make a lot of sense, and it a light bulb went off in my head. Like, yo, Pimp Papa, thank you. Thank you. I thank all my subscribers. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to go because it's been a minute that I've been on here. And y'all going to be like, whew. But it's about domestic violence. And I want people, even if you're friends, you know, you see your friends in some type of situation like that, please help them. Like, you know, even if you ain't got it, don't get involved. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, between that. But you can, you know, voice your opinion. Give her ideas or give him ideas to step back a minute, you know what I'm saying? That you gotta love yourself, you know. And I'm gonna be real with you, you know, I loved myself. Like for real, I love myself, but this still happened to me. But you have to save yourself, you know. You have to save yourself and reach out and talk to somebody. Trust me, it's numbers out here to get in touch with. You don't have to go through this. I see this every day on the news and it's heartbreaking because I've been through it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, y'all, hit that like button and subscribe. And y'all let me know in the comments, like, Papa, where he said, or she, I don't know, is a man or female, a male or female, I don't know. It was brilliant. It was brilliant. Thank you. Thank you. And I thank all of y'all, okay? So y'all talk to me in the comments. Let me know, like, if you've been through something and you got yourself out of it. You escaped it. It's really basically escaping because you'd be like, I need to run. I need to get up out of here. Like, this is crazy. Yeah, but I'm going to go. Hit that like button and subscribe, y'all. Y'all already know I got my pen here. Peace, y'all.